summer, I asked my mom what was one of my amazing personality traits. And you want to know what she said? She didn't say I was beautiful, outgoing, charismatic, confident. No, she called me a perfectionist. Like, are you serious, Mom? Really? You have to do this right now? I mean, but can I be honest? She's not totally wrong. I've spent my whole life trying to be a perfectionist. And do you want to know where it got me? I developed so much anxiety, I lost confidence within myself. And it got so bad that I even started to lose hair, which is not completely healthy for a 16-year-old girl. Like, aren't I so cute? Now, here's the secret. No matter how hard I try to be perfect, I will never be perfect. And neither will you. Yes, exactly, you. I'm talking to all of you guys. Once in my Literature of Spain class, we were reading a book called El Mío Cid. And literally just by the title, you can understand nothing. It's like an old book that people read because it literally comes from the medieval times. Imagine a 16-year-old girl who only listens to reggaeton songs trying to understand that book. No, I see your guys' faces. I know, it's hard. Long story short, we ended up having a mini pop quiz, and I did okay on it. But okay is never good enough for a perfectionist. Or good enough is never good enough. Every single person in this room has tried to be perfect. Thomas Curran, a professor at the School of Economics in London, said that all of his undergraduates did so bad on every single exam because they had the pressure to be perfect. And a study in the year 2022 at the University of Harvard says that 85.4% of people ranging from the ages 16 through 25 undergo perfectionist traits. And that affects their mental and physical health. Now, that's the majority of people in this room, and I'm not going to do the math, but that's a lot of people. Oof, sorry, my phone turned off. Now, I've always wondered, what are the causes that cause us to be perfectionists? Now, the first one is being social media. Yes, I know, I sound like an old person saying social media, but it's true. Every single time we scroll through our Instagram reels or For You page on TikTok, we see a person who's better than us, more athletic, eats healthier, goes out way more than us, lives a perfect life. And we feel the need that we have to be like that. We feel like we have to be better than who we truly are, and we compare ourselves to them. Now, that just starts a negative cycle again and again. The next one is being school. AP classes, SATs, ACTs, college applications, exams, they all cause us to think that we have to feel perfect. We have to have a 4.0 GPA while trying to do 5 billion sports and 5 billion after-school activities. How do we do that? We become mentally drained. And then there's family. Even your parents go through perfectionist traits as well. Like, mothers in this generation have to be strict with their kids, and they have to make sure that they're educated. Que no son groseros, like my grandma says. But they have to be nurturing at the same time, which makes no sense, because if they're mean and they have to be strict, then they're bad mothers, but if they're mean, they're harsh, it makes no sense. Then dads have to provide for the family. Dads have to be emotionally stable at the same time. Like, no wonder they're so drained all the time when they get home from work. And then there's the kids. The kids are the star of the show. They make up the whole family. They have to be athletic, they have to be smart, they have to be stable. Like, I remember when I used to live in Texas, kids had to start sports at the ages of 2 or 3. And if you start at 6, that's horrible. You're behind. Crazy. I had to start dance at the age of 3 because my mom enrolled me in ballet. But at first I was doing it because I loved it, and I loved to go with my friends after school. And then it started getting so competitive. It made me feel like I needed more because I needed to be perfect. I needed to be better than someone else. So instead of doing dance because I actually liked it, I started doing it because I felt the need to be perfect. and I hated the sport. Long story short, I ended up quitting. So, why are we chasing something that's impossible, that's not real? Literally, perfectionism doesn't define us. It's the way we treat people, it's the way we are, the way we live life. I want to leave you with a challenge. I want you to wake up tomorrow and sleep in if you want. Leave your kids at grandma for 5 hours of the whole day so you can get some alone time, or even get a babysitter. Wear mismatched clothes. Don't work out, which is so difficult for me. I miss out on workout and it's the worst thing on earth. Or eat unhealthy. Sleep in if you want. Don't do what your perfect brain wants you to do. Instead, do what your imperfect brain wants you to do. I know this may be hard at first. I tried it and it's very difficult and I'm still going through it. But trust me, you'll get through it because perfectionism doesn't define us. And if I'm being completely honest, people who are perfect are so boring. Literally. I am not perfect. And if my speech was perfect, you probably wouldn't even be listening to it. Now, being perfect is boring anyways. But being real, that's way more iconic. So let's be real. Thank you so much for listening.